On a cold night in the city of Spokane, the clock in Chloe's Honda, a nurse at Sacred Heart Hospital, read 11:42 p.m. It was Halloween. A brutal 12-hour surgical shift had ended, but her body still thrummed with the day's tension. Her scrubs, smelling faintly of iodine and latex, felt pasted to her skin. Outside Spokane was a foggy, chaotic mess of costumed revelers. Her phone buzzed, a text from her friend, Jess. "Hurry, he might actually show up this year. They say he's the ghost of a patient who died at Sacred Heart, still waiting for his wife." Chloe sighed, exhaustion battling curiosity. The midnight patient. It was a stupid hyperlocal urban legend. As a nurse, she found it disrespectful. The story was always the same. Every Halloween, between midnight and 1 a.m., a man in a hospital gown sits in the back right booth of the 3rd Avenue McDonald's. The fog was thick, swallowing the neon light. Inside, the restaurant was jarringly bright. "You just made it," her friend Amir said. It was 11:58 p.m. Jess hissed. "Look," pointing. A man in a thin, pale blue hospital gown was walking toward a booth. A cold prickle ran up Chloe's spine. He was gaunt, his skin a sallow gray. As a nurse, Chloe saw it instantly. His posture was wrong. As a nurse, Chloe's brain was a machine for pattern recognition. This wasn't the relaxed slump of a tired man. It was rigid and protective. He was favoring his left arm, holding it tight to his chest. He looked like he was in pain. This wasn't a ghost. This was a man in medical distress. "See?" Jess whispered, buzzing with excitement. "He's sick," Chloe said, her professional instincts overriding the spooky atmosphere. "Look at him. He's guarding his arm. His color is terrible. He looks like he's in pain." "Chloe, don't," Amir warned, seeing the look on her face. "That's the legend. You don't talk to him. That's a man who looks like he's in cardiogenic shock," Chloe said flatly. "I'm not going to watch someone have a heart attack because of a ghost story." She was already sliding out of the booth. She approached the booth slowly. The smell of fries faded, replaced by something else. A faint, sharp scent of antiseptic, and underneath something cold and dusty, like a room that hadn't been aired out in years. "Sir, are you all right?" The man didn't move. "Sir," Chloe said, a little louder, stepping closer. "My name is Chloe. I'm a nurse. You look like you're in pain." He turned his head. The movement was slow, stiff, unnatural. Chloe's breath caught in her throat. The harsh fluorescent lights hit his face. His skin was waxy, like a mannequin's, with a faint cyanotic blue tint around his lips. His eyes, wide and fixed, weren't looking at her, but through her. They were wide with a bottomless, hollow terror. "They lost me," he whispered. His voice was a dry, papery rustle, like two pieces of gauze rubbing together. "What? Who lost you?" Chloe's hand instinctively went to his wrist to check for a pulse. Her fingers touched his skin. It was ice cold. Not the damp chill of the fog. It was an absolute, penetrating cold. A profound, final cold. The cold of a body hours past retrieval from the morgue's refrigerated unit. She snatched her hand back as if she'd touched a live wire. "I was just," the man continued, his dead eyes locked on something over her shoulder. "I was just waiting for my wife. She's picking me up. Sir, what's your name?" Chloe was trembling, her medical certainty shattering. This wasn't a prank. This wasn't real. Robert Miller." His gaze dropped to his own hand. "My line, it came out. He lifted his left arm. Chloe looked, her mind screaming no. A sign of death. There was no IV. There was no blood. There was just a small, perfectly circular, dark purple bed sore, where an IV needle would have been taped down. A pressure ulcer. A sign of long-term immobility. Chloe's phone buzzed in her scrub pocket, making her jump. She fumbled for it, breaking eye contact. It was a text from the charge nurse back at the hospital. Charge nurse, Sarah. Hey, weird one. Remember Mr. Miller in 214, the post-op who coded this morning? His wife just showed up at the unit. Insists she talked to him an hour ago and was picking him up at the restaurant. Freaked us all out. Sad. Chloe's blood turned to ice. Mr. Miller in 214. Robert Miller. The man she had pronounced dead at 9:15 a.m. She looked up, her heart hammering against her ribs. The booth was empty. There was no one there. Not even a trace of moisture on the vinyl seat. The air was just cold. Where did he go? Amir was standing behind her, his face pale. Chloe, what's wrong? What did he say? Jess asked, grabbing her arm. Chloe couldn't speak. She just pointed a shaking finger at the table. Sitting on the laminate, gleaming under the restaurant's sterile light, was a small white plastic hospital bracelet. It was snapped open, as if it had been cut from a wrist. So what did Chloe see? Was it a local urban legend come to life? A spirit stuck forever in his final confused moments? Or was it something almost more terrifying? A real, deathly ill patient who escaped from Sacred Heart, only to vanish into the Halloween fog? The hospital bracelet is real. The text message is real. Chloe's terror is real. The line between myth and reality is paper thin. And while this story has become a legend, it is said to be based on a true life account. Till tomorrow, we may never truly know. If this video made you question what's real, please hit that like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more stories that will haunt you. And let us know in the comments, what's the local legend in your town? Is it just a myth or something more?